Well, greetings, I'm Childress, and I want to share with you today a phenomenon between parents and children. Parenthood, in regards to your emotions, it's like a one-way ticket. For me, it's somewhat like the mafia. You can easily get into parenthood. In most cases, no one twists your arm to get into parenthood. You just volunteer for the job, pretty much. You know, after all, the first step to being a parent is kind of fun, if you know what I mean. But when you enter into parenthood and care, I mean really care, it's a little bit difficult to get out of. Once you've signed on to parenthood, it's like riding a pee-in-the-pants roller coaster, the king the car, if you will. Very exhilarating and filled with a little fear for the entire journey. And the sad part about parenthood and the roller coaster, they're pretty much the same. They'll be over before you know it. When my wife and I embarked on the journey of parenthood, there are some things that we should have considered before taking that plunge, if you will. The first thing is, we should have taken an account of everything that it would cost. How much shoes would cost, how much clothing would cost. You know, we should have taken out that accounting ledger, and we should have gone through line by line, measure by measure, and we could say, this child is going to cost us X amount of dollars. Didn't do that. We didn't take out a notebook and write down all the situations that we'd go through, like, you know, who gets to watch the big television? Who gets to watch what they want to watch on the big television? We didn't have the answer to that one. And last but not least, we didn't have an answer to those harebrained statements like, we don't eat leftovers. Who doesn't eat leftovers? I tell you who doesn't eat leftovers. Someone who's never paid a bill. I'll tell you another thing I've learned, and I've learned many things on this journey of called parenthood. I've never seen a person, such a selfish person. I'm telling you, anytime a person can holler and scream at the top of their lungs until you do something. I mean, they don't speak English or any language for that matter. And they're hollering and screaming at the top of their lungs until you do something. That is a selfish individual. The question I always have inside of me is, what makes a man and a woman want to come together and bring this creature into the world, this selfish creature into the world, and call him son or daughter? What makes that happen? Every day, no matter how crazy it seems, sons and daughters are being birthed into this world, and people are making that decision to become part of the parental mafia, if you will. Why do they do it? It's this word called love. I remember when I wanted to be a dad, I had a lot of love inside of me. And that love had to be put to use. Sure, I love my parents, I love my wife, I love my siblings, I love my extended family. I even loved some of my friends. But even with all the love I was dispensing, I still had room to dispense more. I remember when my wife was pregnant with our third child. I didn't say to her, honey, I don't have any more love to give to another child. Love is so amazing. No matter how much love you're dispensing, there's always room to love one more. When I look around at some of the tragic events that are happening, like Newtown, Connecticut, I often wonder, what happened to our ability to love? What happened to our ability to love just one more? Love is like a bountiful river. As it passes by you, you can take as much as you need. But the greatest benefit about it being a river is you can take some back to the people in your sphere of influence, as much as your water pots can carry. Let us take some time and remember the things that money can't buy. Love in its purest form is priceless. And all that you do during the course of the day, weeks, months, and years for this 2013, remember the fact that no matter how many people you love, there's always room to love one more. Don't ever walk away from your ability to love just one more.